What's up, y'all? Cannon Hotep back at it again with another one. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The flags keep falsifying, don't they? Them flags keep a falsifying, don't they? Oh my goodness gracious, bro. I tell you. Finally making it up to my neck of the woods. Don't forget, tonight, as Hotep's been told you, it's going to get a spicy. It's going to be a spicy one, guys. Get your popcorn and all that other good shit and get ready for some fireworks. What up, Josh? Get ready for those fireworks.
Shooting at Florida State University.
A gunman opening fire on the Tallahassee campus, killing 2 people and injuring 6 others.
What up, Martian?
Gunshots were heard outside of the campus, sending students and staff running for cover. The shooter has been identified and is currently hospitalized.
And authorities giving an update on this breaking situation just moments ago. Janice following this and starting off our team coverage. Janice.
Calvin, Nicole, bombshell information released at that news conference. The shooter is the son of a Leon County deputy. Sadly, that shooter killing 2 people who were not FSU students. The shooter has been identified as 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner. According to ABC News, multiple law enforcement sources have confirmed that this is a photo of him from social media.
This event is tragic in more ways than you people in the audience could ever offend from a law enforcement perspective. But I will tell you this. We will make sure that we do everything we can to prosecute.
Wow.
And make sure that we send a message to folks that this will never be tolerated here in Leon County, and I dare say across the state.
So let's bring you up to speed. At around noon today, FSU sent out an alert that there was an active shooter on that campus. This, one of the many images coming from FSU. Here you can see students walking out with their arms held up as they were escorted by police. Police say the shooter started shooting near the student union, which is at the heart of the campus, and it is usually bustling with students and faculty, especially during the lunch hour when the shooting occurred. Now in this video, you can see a law enforcement agent running towards an ambulance with shackles in hand. We know the suspect, Eichner, was injured in the shooting. Again, we've learned that his mother has been a member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office for over 18 years. Police say he had access to one of her weapons. That weapon was found at the scene. Eichner, we've also learned, was a longstanding member of the Leon County Youth Advisory Council. And again, we have learned as well that not only his mother was a member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office, but that it was a weapon of hers that he used in this shooting. We've also learned that there was a shotgun found at the scene and another weapon found inside the suspect's car. So sadly, we have learned that in this shooting, 2 people have died. They were not FSU students. We don't have their identities just yet. We also understand 6 others remain in the hospital. We still don't have an update on all of their conditions. The shooter also receiving injuries, and we understand that his injuries are non-life-threatening. Nicole.
Just awful to see the images.
That shit wild, bro. That shit wild. Oh, boy. The flags keep flying, don't they? The flags keep flying. Cannon, why you say that these flags keep flying? Why did you call it a flag? Well, let me tell you. First off, a mop. Yo, let me know, yo. You think you can make it down to the protest down there in Frisco? Get some footage. Send it to your boy. Let me know what's up. This is why I say the flags keep flying. So HJ Impromptu, he went to it on the Griff Report. Some of the footage he pulled up, one of the news anchors was saying that it was supposed to be some kind of training exercise that was supposed to be happening on campus. Yeah, cue the dun 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 music right there. I'm like, okay, so there was supposed to be a training exercise today, huh? That's interesting. Also, in one of the news briefs that HJ played as he went to this shit kind of impromptu, they said initially it was reported as being 2 shooters. 2 shooters. Cue the Metal Gear Solid. You know, the alert music from Metal Gear Solid. I need a fucking soundboard. I got a soundboard for the truck. I just need to put it in here. Anyway, so initially it was reporting 2 shooters, and then it got downgraded to a, you guessed it, lone shooter. It got brought down to being a lone shooter. Interesting, right? So the shit went down to being a lone shooter. So now we got initial reports of 2 shooters down to a lone shooter. Surprise, surprise. Then allegedly there was supposed to be some kind of training exercise at the school. If this don't got the makings of, you know, a false flag, I don't know what to tell you guys. If this don't got the makings of some kind of Manchurian candidate, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. In Florida, of all places, I thought FSU was interesting. 6 people injured, 2 dead. So 8 casualties, 6 injured, 2 dead, which is just, it's crazy. He used a handgun, and the other gun seemed to have been a shotgun. So he had a handgun, and the other gun seemed to have been a shotgun. Which I also found pretty interesting, because that means that this may go by the wayside pretty quickly, considering that the gun of choice, the gun that they like to demonize, is not a part of the equation. But this is definitely interesting. This is definitely interesting. We're going to see if the news keeps with it, you know. But also, there's always these shits always happen in threes, man. These shits always happen in threes, right? So we got the stabbing in Texas. Now we got this shooting in Florida. Watch out for a third event happening within a few days, guys. Watch out for a third event happening within a few days, because this is always how this shit goes, man. It's always how this shit goes. You know? Like, this is, I don't know, man. It's just, it's almost like, it's that controlled chaos. You know, it's that controlled chaos. I feel like, I feel it, man. As we're sitting here having a whole fucking race war over 2 fucking teenagers in Texas, get into it, and one stabbing another kid. Now we got this shit right here of the kid looked like he a little off. The kid looked like he a little off. But a kid that allegedly went to FSU, according to the press conference that happened. Allegedly he went to FSU going on a shooting spree. And the cherry on top of this fucked up fucking Sunday is that his mother is a Leanne County sheriff. And that this kid allegedly used her gun in this massacre. So allegedly it's not her service gun, it's her like old duty pistol. So like, I know police officers, if they switch, so for example, right, here in Baltimore County, I think the police switched from FNs, they switched from FN to Glock. So they got an opportunity to buy their duty FN back, and it was just there. So they're saying this kid got access to his mother's gun, which is, it's not uncommon. A lot of people hear that and they go, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, yo, that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon, especially, you know, in a spot like Texas. It's not uncommon for a kid to have access to a parent's gun, especially if they've been trained. You know what I mean? You know, in certain scenarios, my daughter, there's protocol for her to get access to my gun should she need it. You know? Now, they wonder if the mother's going to be in trouble. I don't see a reason for the mom to be in trouble, right? Because her son got to her gun. Now, I don't know if the mom gave him access to the safe. I don't know. I don't know if he was peeping over her shoulder and saw the safe code. I don't know if this kid was trained to use firearms to protect himself should his mother not be around and something come to the house. her being in law enforcement. You know what I mean? A lot of my friends who are in law enforcement who have teenage kids or young adult kids, they teach their kids to shoot, and they teach their kids to protect themselves should something happen while they're not home. So it's not uncommon. So you're going to see a lot of people tripping out about the gun being owned by, or the mom. It's like, this shit is not uncommon. The crazy part is what caused this. What set him off? What caused him to go up to that school and do what he did? Right? But my antennas are raised for the simple fact they said, well, yeah, it was supposed to be a training exercise there. And then it's like, wait, what? Watch that go by the wayside. Watch that whole. I got to go back to the Griff report, and I got to pull that. I got a clip where HJ was watching the news report, and they said that it was supposed to be some kind of training exercise there. I also got to go back, and I got a clip where they said that it's possibly a second shooter, and then they downgraded that shit to one shooter. I got to go and clip that because that shit's going to go the way of the dodo. Those clips are going to go the way of the dodo. The first reports always fuck them up. The first reports always fuck them up. Understand that. Right? But it gave me those Handy Sook vibes, if you know what I'm talking about. It gave me those Handy Sook vibes, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Because in that situation, apparently Homeland Security was at the school the day before because they were doing some kind of training exercise or getting ready for some kind of training exercise. All of a sudden, we got an active shooting at that school. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. See, a lot of people just take shit for face value, but they don't know a lot of the story. Right? But yeah, believe it or not, Department of Homeland Security was at that school at Handy Sook. Okay? And then the next day, this happened. That event happened. It's also giving me those 9/11 vibes. We went over that before. Where there was a training exercise. Okay? Training exercise the training exercise on the very event that happened that day in September. You know what I mean? Marsha said, if these aren't coordinated events, how do news agencies get there before the police? Interesting, right? Like, I hate being the one, like, that be calling, like, the fuck the whole goddamn. I hate being the wild-eyed conspiracy theorist, right? I hate being the one with my kufi on super fucking tight. But sometimes these cases, sometimes these events just scream to you, like, watch for the hook. Watch for the tail wagging the dog. And this one right here screams op to me. Just like the kid killed his parents to plot for the assassination of Donald Trump. Screams op to me. Just like the guy who managed to climb the fence at the fucking Pennsylvania governor's mansion without any security detail seeing him, breaking the glass, getting into the house, and then fucking throwing some Molotov cocktails and burning that shit up before any security detail got to him. That shit screams just op to me. Cool breeze, watch for the hook, exactly. Cool breeze, watch for the hook, exactly. What my son doing? Is he going with his aunt? That's what it looks like. We're going to see what happens with this situation. But like I said, the information we have to go on now is there's a kid named Phoenix Eichner, 20 years old, from Texas. Allegedly, he went to FSU. His mother is a Leon County deputy sheriff. Apparently, he used his mother's gun to pull off this caper. He also had a shotgun and another gun with him in the car. This happened at noon around lunchtime in the College Square. 6 people injured, 2 dead. The suspect is in the hospital as well with non-life-threatening injuries. And that's all we have to go on. We'll see if this gets swept under the rug, or we'll see if this has some legs and they run with it. Hold on, guys. What's up, bro? So you going?
Dad,
You
I'm
go?
going for corn. Is that okay?
Yeah, you spending the night?
Yeah.
All right, have fun. Okay, I'm gonna get you tomorrow so we can get some haircuts. All right.
Okay, can we go to the zoo tomorrow?
The zoo? I gotta work.
My mom said we might go to the zoo tomorrow.
All right, well, if mommy take you, that's awesome.
Okay.
All right, broski. Love you, buddy. They going my sister-in-law. They hauling ass. But that's all we got right now. Like I said, guys, these things happen in threes. Okay, we just had the stabbing. Now we got this, and just be prepared for some crazy shit to go on. I don't know if this shit is gonna happen on Easter Sunday. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Who the fuck knows, man? I don't know. I don't know what to think. You know what I mean? Like, check this shit out right here. Somebody in the window got some footage.
Oh my God.
Is she hurt? Oh, is she shot?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. She got shot? Did she? Oh, yeah, she got shot. Did she?
So they had a picture of somebody getting carried out that got shot. Yeah, it was a school in Texas. Frank Edwards. It was a school in Texas. That didn't get a lot of traction simply because it seemed like this is my speculation why this one didn't get a lot of traction, because I had looked into it. A kid was shot in the leg at the school and they evacuated the school. But the crazy part about the one that happened yesterday, the crazy one that happened about the one yesterday is that just 11 months prior to the one that happened yesterday, another kid 11 months ago took a shot to the fucking leg and the school had to be evacuated, which is very fucking interesting. I'm like, so let me get, I thought the news anchors were reporting on the wrong shit. But then they had mentioned it. They said, yeah, one of the students was shot in the leg, the school was evacuated. Oddly enough, 11 months ago, the same situation happened where the student got shot in the leg and the school was evacuated. Yeah, Wilmer Hutchins, yep. Hey, Mop, Wilmer Hutchins, right? Wilmer Hutchins, what kind of area is that? What kind of area is that? What kind of area is that? What kind of area is Wilmer Hutchins? Man. But guys, shit gonna get weird, man. It's gonna be a lot of order through chaos. It's gonna see a lot of controlled chaos happening. Keep your head on the swivel, okay? Keep your head on the swivel. And if you can, man, stay strapped and keep one in the chamber. Okay? The leg hole gang. What the fuck is that, Rex? Man. It's the ghetto. There you go. There you go. That's why I didn't get a lot of attention. It's a school in the hood and some niggas being niggas probably. And kid got shot. That's how that shit go. That's how that shit go. Unfortunately, that's not going to get a lot of attention because it's just, I guess, black on black violence that don't get a whole lot of attention. You know what I mean? Mass shootings get attention. So guys, this year, I told you, 2025, season 4 of America was going to be lit. Lit, okay? And we're seeing it, but keep frosty. Stay frosty. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay strapped. Be blessed. And keep one in the chamber, guys. And if you got to take action, make sure you don't miss, guys. Anyway, I'll see you guys tonight. Hotep's Been Told You after party, right after the Hotep's Been Told You podcast. Be there or be square. Anyway, until next time, it's Ken and Hotep saying be blessed. Stay strapped. Don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'll holler at you.